Good morning, it's Sean with the driver's perspective, and it is Sunday, August 12th. It is champ event number 9 for the San Diego SCCA region, and it is another scorcher day. It is about 80 degrees already, and it's only 7:45 in the morning. The humidity is almost 100%. So, just like last time, gonna be a really hot one. It'll be about tire management today, and just having a lot of fun. I can already see Pelton is here with his BRZ, and I don't know who else is going to show up in STX, but let's just have some fun. I have to go get the car teched still, go walk the course, and then I got to work. I get to work first today. They actually combined run groups because attendance has been a little low. So that means that I'll at least get to work first, get that done when it's still nice and cool out, and then I run in the afternoon and go home. There's a line in tech. Oh well. The last couple weeks have been really busy for me. This weekend, my office where I work, that moved, so a lot of time was spent dealing with that, and the last 2 weeks leading up to that, just been crazy in the office getting ready for that move. Moving is terrible. I hate moving, but it'll be nice now that it's mostly done. I didn't have a chance to swap springs or corner balance or anything like that because the mechanic at the shop I work at, he also came with us, so that meant he had to tear down all of his equipment and take his tools over. So that really messed up the schedule, and it just didn't happen. But to be honest, that's okay. The car is fantastic to drive. At this point, it's really just experimentation for the sake of experimentation to make sure I understand what the chassis is doing and make sure my choices are correct for how I'm using the car. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I am making a compromise ultimately with this setup because, well, I like driving it on the street too much. But okay, line's moving up. Let's get this teched. So I finished prepping the car ahead of time, and now it is time for the course walk. I try to get everything done before I go out on the course. That way, once I come back from that, I can go straight to the driver's meeting and there's really nothing else to worry about. My whole goal for days like this, and just track days in general, is to be as prepared as possible so it minimizes rushing around. Because when you rush, you make mistakes. And you don't want to make mistakes down here. So that's just one little tip for you today. Don't rush. Plan as much as you can, set yourself up for success with your tools, the way you pack, everything else. I really need to go over my tools again because I kind of redid everything since that last video. I really trimmed it down to the essentials, and I think it's a lot better pack. So I'll go over that in another video, but now it's time for the course walk.
The concrete section, because it really is different. I think it needed a whole lot more front stiffness is what it was. Mm-hmm. Depending on how much power your car makes.
I could see that.
Like under 200.
Just finished up work doing tech. Not too many cars came through, but boy is it hot. It was about 87 degrees and it's about 100% humidity, so I am sweaty. This is pretty miserable. I need to get some pyrometer info, I need to get the ambient temp, the surface temp, and set the tire pressures. After that, game time. Let's see how it goes today. I'm hoping for a decent result. The course looks like a lot of fun. It looks pretty fast. So we'll just have to get out there and drive. All right, so I barely had time to set pressures and do temperatures, and in rushing, because I was talking about not rushing earlier, I ended up having to rush and screwed up the tire pressure. The passenger front's a little lower actually than I wanted, but it is what it is. Despite my colossal screw up with the
tire pressures, they were actually all pretty much on point. I dropped a little bit. I think it's going to be pretty much good. But yeah, the car's got way more time in it. I need to go to third. Seconds just hold me back way too much, so gotta go to third. It is what it is. But this course is a blast. It is a complete blast. So this track is a little bit more open, and I'm actually running the dampers stiffer than I normally would, and the car is working really well. Course layout's really favorable for this setup. It's not oversteering or understeering too much. It's just a matter of committing the car to the corners, because there's a lot of speed out there, and it's up to me to really just nail it and get it out there. But oh man, it's warm. I'm feeling it from this weekend. Mountain biking on Friday, helping move the office yesterday, but it's still fun to be down here.
Go get her.
Control was on, and that was because I turned the car on and off again and didn't check.
Just here, I got the Toyota 86, that's what it was. Sean Thompson 337 with a 49.728.
Today does not feel like my day, I will tell you that. 3 botched launches, and I have just been kind of frazzled. That last one, tried to take off the line because I stopped and restarted the car in grid. I forgot to turn traction control off, and that really screwed that run up. So everything's off this time. This one's for everything. I gotta drop a 1.5 seconds. I think that last run could have done it, but it just wasn't happening. That was a frustrating day. Just couldn't put it together. Tires are really worn out right now. In fact, let's go take a look at that. This is pretty much worn out to the bottom, and the center rib is completely past the wear bars, so I think these tires have had it at this point. I've had these tires for about 6 months already, and I've done a lot of events on them, so they've kind of heat cycled out, I think, at this point. There's still some tread on there, and I mean, they get fairly sticky, but they're not as fast as they used to be, and I was just slipping and sliding out there today. It is also hot, it's almost 90 degrees, the pavement's pretty hot, so I really need to get that water bottle or the sprayer so I can keep the tires a little cooler in between runs. Today it would have been really nice to do that, but is what it is. Helton and Justin had a great drive, so props to them for a solid finish, and I will be back with fresh tires next time. Those are getting ordered tomorrow. I think I'll put the new tires on the decograms and keep these for a practice set. That way I can be a little smarter about how I use my tires and not ruin my competition tires on a practice day that really doesn't matter, and I'm just going down there for fun and getting some seat time with a car. But yeah, that is how the cookie crumbles today. Not what I was hoping for, but it is what it is. That's racing. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and today I lost. I got third place. I got third place. On my third run, apparently I hit 2 cones. I don't remember hitting any cones on that third run, but I'll have to check the video and see where it happened. Maybe in the front, I can't remember. The traction control came on. That was so frustrating to have the traction control on for a run, and you could feel it grabbing the brakes and doing funky things with the car, and the car just couldn't move. Anyways, that concludes today's adventure in losing. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. As always, I try to answer those quickly and create a nice little hub of information down there. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see these videos when I upload them, make sure you hit that notification bell. I know nothing shows up in the subscription feed anymore. It's so annoying because there's channels out there that I watch and I'm missing their content because the darn subscription feed just doesn't work like it used to. So if you enjoy the content, please hit that bell. I really appreciate it. And until the next time, I'm Sean with the Driver's Perspective.